the A1079. All that stands between me and the bustling metropolis of Hull. Each time I've dared venture onto this road, there's been trouble.
Whew, it is very warm. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. We're in a bit of a dire shape at the moment, completely flat.
Will disaster strike again today?
Hi, I'm Stuart Morris. I'm cycling to every large town near me in order of ascending distance and rating them, with the end goal of reaching Flamborough. This is your review.
You can see that the trees are starting to lose their leaves. It's a clear sign that autumn has come to York Review. And also I'm wearing gloves again. We're going east again today, which means we'll be cycling into the sun continuously. And then, coming back, we'll be going west, just in time for the sunset. The trick to cycling on the A1079 is to avoid it completely, starting off on the south side and crossing over at Pocklington. From here we stay on the north side, which takes us through some lovely country roads.
Celebrating. So just passed through Market Weighton, old fan favourite. I have to say that was an absolute doddle. I don't know how I ever found that cycle difficult. It feels like I'm making progress, because last year that cycle destroyed me, but now it's just easy. Amazon tried to send me some new pannier bags, but the company went bust, so I'm still rocking old ropey. So hopefully it can get me safely to Beverley.
Dear, looks like a roundabout snuck up on him. Beverley is a market and minster town which sits on the A1079, or as I like to call it, the road to Hull. The town has a market and a racecourse, and is also known for hosting food and music festivals throughout the year, although none of them are Why Not 2019. This is exactly my sort of pub. There are busts in the library. For my first attraction, I decided to check out the giant St Mary's Church.
There are two ways you can describe the age of St Mary's. You could say that it's 500 years old, because that's when it was open to the public, or you could say that it was 900 years old, because they started building it in the 1100s.
In a daring art exhibition, St Mary's has decided to showcase some small statues alongside their scaffolding collection. As stunning as this building is, it isn't even the biggest church in Beverley. And the winner of Best Door in Beverley goes to this one!
The way that they did it back in the day was they would have the minster for the clergymen and the monks, and this would be a church for the people.
So this sign says that the minster is to the right, but I don't see how that could be the... Oh, there it is. If you think you recognise Beverley Minster, you might have seen it before. It played the role of Westminster Abbey in ITV's Victoria. Imagine being the person having to install those lights. These may look like photos behind me, but they're actually paintings by the artist John Bauman, and the Minster is currently hosting a little art exhibition for all of his painting works, and they could be yours too for the low price of £1,750. Oh my god, this is confusing. So according to this board behind me, a minster is where the priests will work. In the 1500s, this turned from a minster into a church. The difference between a minster and a cathedral is that the cathedral is where the bishop's seat is. Now, the cathedral of this area is York Minster, so as far as I'm aware, neither York Minster or Beverley Minsters are actually minsters. Every time you turn a corner in this building, there's just more stuff to see. I didn't even see this hallway when I first came in. At one point, everyone around me seemed to be lighting candles, so I decided to join in. My attempts to blend in were only hindered by my high-vis cycling jacket and my self-documentation. So here's a fun bit of trivia. The BT phone company never actually made it to Beverley or anywhere in Hull. And so Hull Council had to make their own telephone boxes, which is why they're cream instead of red. Beverley also has a trail of 22 outdoor paintings by Fred and Mary Elwell. This is easily the artsiest town I've ever been to. And finally, our journey through Beverley brings us here, to the Westwood, home to the world's largest chess piece. The Black Mill, originally called the Farm Mill, is one of 2 mills still standing in the Beverley Westwood. There were originally 5 created, but 3 have been lost to time. Beverley is a lovely town. It has 2 beautiful churches, it has the riverfront, it has the Black Tower behind me. Very windy at the moment. That's great. So it's definitely a high scorer. I now need to compare it to the likes of Pickering and York to figure out exactly where I'm going to put it. I think with all things considered, I'm going to give Beverley a Yorkshire out of Yorkshire. I was very close to giving it a Yorkshire, but for me, Beverley has fallen at the final hurdle. If the Westwood had more flowers, if it was more park-like, I would definitely have given it a higher bracket. But it is a bit barren, it's a bit windy, it's just missing the greenery. I will one day legitimately give something a Yorkshire, but I don't think it'll be today.
I'm done playing around, lad. What have I got to do to get your attention? Steal your back? Break your legs? Get back! Oh look, the lad's found a club. I'm not putting up with this anymore. The police can't do anything, but I can! Go on then. Say that. I mean it. What? That word, lad. Rotherham. Rotherham!